And hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 116 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, the CheckX series is pretty much all about me, your host Ivan, discussing everything that Elon talks on the next day before. Today we're going to talk about what he discussed yesterday on Saturday, March 28th, 2026. He posted about 48 times yesterday, and we're just going to get right into the episode. Not to waste too much of your guys' time here. Starting off as we usually do, starting off with Tesla and autonomous autonomous driving. To start off the episode and this segment, Elon highlighted that Tesla has been generating physics-accurate real-time video for self-driving training for a long time. And Elon also noted while the compute required, which is roughly one H100 chip per HD camera, is currently too expensive for consumer use, it should become affordable in the next 2 to 3 years. And moving on, and also said that Tesla possesses approximately 100,000 H100 in its Cortex cluster, which are GPUs, NVIDIA GPUs, I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong, allowing for massive parallel simulations of driving scenarios. Elon also stated that this level of compute is unmatched and necessary to reach superhuman safety through reinforcement learning. Moving on, Elon also explained that simulation is used to reproduce extremely rare and dangerous scenarios, such as the trolley problem, where a car must decide between hitting an oncoming vehicle or a pedestrian who has fallen into the road. And Elon also reposted positive reviews of FSD version 14 from tests in Amsterdam and Germany, though he complained that extreme regulatory burden in the EU has stifled innovation for Tesla owners there. Moving on, Elon also celebrated that the Model Y was the world's best-selling car for 3 consecutive years, which is from 2023 to 2025, reaching 4 million cumulative units. Sorry, I can't talk today. Last two things here, Last two things, Elon reposted user feedback regarding the Cybertruck, specifically noting requests for a longer range. Last but not least, for this segment, Elon demanded the recusal of Delaware Judge Kathleen McCormick, citing her activity on LinkedIn as evidence of a perception of bias against him in Tesla-related cases, which we've talked about before. Moving on to SpaceX and Starlink, just 3 things to add on here to the episode. But to start off this segment, Elon reposted theories suggesting that the suckiness of modernity, is due to a lack of frontier. Elon agreed that some space exploration is vital to avoid a mouse utopia, which is societal stagnation, by the way, just to clarify. Moving on, Elon also emphasized that Starship is the path to becoming a multiplanetary species, with reusability and in-orbit refueling being the keys to practical Mars flights. Last but not least, Elon highlighted Starlink's success on commercial flights, noting speeds of up to 235 megabits per second with low latency on a plane, obviously, so that's pretty cool. But moving on to artificial intelligence, talking about XAI and Grok mostly, but to start off this segment, Elon promoted Grok as an AI designed for the relentless pursuit of truth, which we've talked about so many times before, contrasting it with other AIs he believes are drenched in wokeism and political correctness. Moving on, Elon also stated that Grok gets faster and smarter every week, and predicted that XAI will lead in real-time video understanding and generation. Elon also teased the Grok 4.2 model, noting that it will include small, medium, and large versions with significant intelligence improvements. Elon also criticized OpenAI and Google for using human reinforcement learning, arguing they are training AI to lie or withhold information based on data. Last but not least for this segment, Elon addressed AI employment doomerism, stating that while technology expands economic activity, working will be optimal in the future. Moving on to politics and the judiciary before we pretty much wrap up this episode. Starting off this segment, Elon criticized both Republicans and Democrats for failing to fix U.S. national debt, calling the consistent rise in debt, regardless of the party in the power, empower the uni-party in action. Elon also expressed support for the talking filibuster and the Save America Act, which we've talked about a lot of times before as well, to reduce spending and secure elections. Elon also reposted critiques of the judiciary, agreeing that wokeness is embedded in the system and leads to the release of dangerous criminals. Last but not least for the episode, Elon shared a praise for El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele, or Nayib Bukele, viewing him as a model for how a leader can quickly transform a country through law and order and pro-tech policies. And ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up episode number 115 or 116. I might be wrong about that at the start of the episode, so I apologize. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I recommend dropping a like, commenting, and subscribing. I also recommend going back and watching some of the other recent CheckX episodes just to get a nice little sequence of events going for you if you would like. But if not, then that's fine. If yes, thanks. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.